Look at that big smile.
I'm so nervous.
Are you really?
A little bit. Now I am. Now that I hear this song, it's starting.
Yeah, you know it's real.
Yeah.
All right, I have one of my favorite people with me today. And I don't know if she realizes that she's one of my favorite people, but she truly is.
Thank you.
It is my cousin, Sydney Buemi. I'm a very lucky guy to have her around these days. She's brought some real excitement to what we're doing.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Sydney, the thing that I really enjoy is how you just have taken to this so easily. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working on all this technology for a long time, and it can be a little intimidating learning it and whatnot. And
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, but you hopped in, your first day, and it's like, damn, you're manning the ship here. It's like, like literally, I mean, if there was wood around, knock on wood, like you haven't even made a mistake yet.
Hopefully not.
Does that make you a little nervous when I say it?
Now.
Yeah, of course. So anyway, Sydney is kind of taking on the role of mastermind of the technology of this podcast studio. And she's watched me interview a few people. And she's really been kind of enthusiastic about having me interview her.
Yeah, I am excited.
So it's exciting for me to see the excitement on her face. But it was funny. She's been so pumped about it. She's like, so when are you going to interview me? When are you going to interview me? And then she sits in the chair and puts the headphones on. She goes, I was really excited. And then when I put the headphones on and put the mic in front of me, I got a little nervous.
I'm nervous to be put on the spot, and I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Just got to, just put in your head, you got to think quick.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, Sydney, let's start with, when you look at me, do you think that you're talking to and looking at a short person?
What?
I mean, does it get any better than that, than putting you on the spot? I want the truth. I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear.
Okay.
I'm super secure as a human being.
I mean, I am very tall.
I'm not. That's not why I asked that question, by the way. You're 5'11"?
Yes.
Awesome.
And okay, I guess you are short.
Right. Okay, that's good. That's a good answer. Okay, question number 2. Guess my height.
I feel like you told me this and I completely forgot. 5'6".
Very close. 5'6" and 3/4.
Oh, that is.
Sydney, when you're that height, you add on whatever you can. Okay, so I'm not going to lie and say I break the 5'7" plain, but I'm not going. If I've got an extra 3/4 of an inch over the 5'6", I'm taking it.
I do that with my height, but I play down.
You round down?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'll be like 5'10". I think on my license it says 5'10".
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, let's get into a little bit more specific things about what we're doing. So you're running this podcast studio. Mm-hmm. You're doing a number of different things with it, scheduling people to interview and running the technology and, opening the door, letting everybody in and all that fun stuff. And the reason you're involved in this is very exciting to me. Sydney came to me. We randomly ran into each other because we are cousins and, we cross paths occasionally. And she mentioned to me that she wants to go sell real estate in New York City. And I was like, whoa.
I know.
That's intense. And she's like, I'm excited to do it, but a little bit nervous. And I was like, I think you're going to need to learn some skills, kid, before you get there. And I said, so I think you should come and join us. And I think you could learn a few things that'll be very helpful to you along the way. Sitting in front of this mic right now, I think is going to be helpful for you, just all these kind of things. So that's why Sydney's with us. I think she's having fun as well. She's here to learn, but I think she's had fun with what she's doing, and I think you really enjoy the people. You've met some people that you've kind of become friends with some of the people.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's super welcoming. It's like I'm joining I was like nervous because I'm joining almost like a small family.
Right.
But I mean, everyone was very open arms and welcoming.
And that's a kind of a testament to you too. They don't welcome everybody.
Oh.
So, and not in a bad way. They welcome people that really can kind of bring something positive to our environment. So, and the people that are just messing it up, they're not very welcoming of them. You know what I mean? So,
fair enough.
Which doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
So, but no, the point is you fit in very well in what we're doing, and they are great. They are very welcome. Really. It's a good group of people. They are family with each other. Everybody, we're close, and we have a good time working together. We work very hard, but it doesn't feel like that really because we're having fun along the way, I think.
Yeah.
So you feel that way?
Yeah, I can see that too.
Nice.
Everyone likes coming to work. So that's also what makes like the whole store and the energy all positive.
Right.
When you want to be there.
Yep. And, what was kind of, what just popped in my head is really your first couple days, you really got thrown into the fire. I think your first couple of days,
the barn
day sale, right? And, I took the chance of saying, Sydney, you set it up, kid. And I didn't know if that's something that, A, you would be able to do, B, whether you would want to do that. And you really did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you.
It was great. It was a lot of work.
It was.
Did it seem like almost overwhelming when you?
I thought setting it up was more overwhelming than everyone.
And once it started?
Once everyone came in, I thought that was easier than.
Well, it's like a party.
Yeah.
Once everybody comes in, the setup's the physical work.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So.
But it was fun. It was a good first step.
Well, you know what? It got your feet wet as to what we do.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting because I hold myself to being responsible when I said, you can come and work with us, and I think you can learn a lot of things. I take it very seriously. I want to make sure you learn a lot of things. In the process of you learning a lot of things, I want to make sure that you see the value in it. Not that I just sent you over to do something. I truly don't want you to do things that aren't going to help you learn some things that I think will be valuable for you. So doing a little bit of physical work is always good for everybody.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, okay. So how long has it been then since you started? Because the time really kind of escapes me.
I came to you, I think I was in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
And then I think beginning of January is when I started.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. It's been a couple months.
Yeah, went by fast.
Yeah, for sure. And then you're planning on your kind of launch date is somewhere in August, you think?
So it's a soft date.
Soft date.
But
it's a move to New York City and subsequent employment in real estate.
Yeah. Well, I definitely need a job there before I
move. Oh, so your parents are going to hold you to the job before you can actually make the move?
Well, I won't be able to pay for anything if I'm unemployed.
I got you.
And then I have my roommate going with me too, so she needs a job also. So
when you say roommate, somebody that's going to be your roommate or somebody that was your roommate that's going to continue?
Someone that's going to be my roommate.
You've never lived with her before?
Well, I've gone on vacations with her.
Okay.
Like 2-week vacations. So I know what it's like to live with her. Also, you're going to be busy so much in New York.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you'll see them is at night.
True.
So that also helps. It's not like we're going to be on top of each other 24/7.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Okay, so what, in the 2 months that you've been doing this, what do you think you found valuable that you've learned thus far?
I found out how much like a single post can do on social media.
Oh, that's a very good one.
And how much, as Mark was saying in his interview, how much a relationship can affect like the stores with their customers, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Like building relationships with the customers helps them come in more and more, and then helps them spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, it's a great point. That's a great point. And to elaborate on it a little bit is, it's just been very instinctual for most of us to run a retail business the way it should be run.
yeah.
Okay, we have the mental makeup to be good at retail, and really, the number one thing is we like people. We like to talk to people. We like to tell people stories. We really enjoy that. And as Mark and I were saying, that's our favorite thing to do. It's like, okay, I like doing physical things, moving some Sorel boxes around and stuff like that. But number one on my list, and I think you could see it's been number one on Mark's list, is when that customer comes in and you could have a nice conversation and get to know them, or see somebody that you did get to know, and it's just just a very social thing, and we're pretty social people, and that's super important in what we do.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think what you do, building relationships, or what you're going to be doing, building relationships, are every bit as important as it is what we do.
100%.
So, yeah, so I'm glad you're recognizing that. And, just all the kind of like little things. I think you get better at building relationships the more you do it, too.
Yeah.
So practice is really important. So, all right, anything else that you think you learned that was has like become something that you recognize as valuable to you?
I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't
It's
think
okay.
it'll come to me later.
Yeah,
maybe.
think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's one of those things, when I'm interviewing people, I like to ask questions that I don't know if they're going to have the answer with, and I think it gets people thinking, and I don't mind a question being answered, even in a subsequent interview.
Okay.
So something about Sydney that that we don't know that you think we might find interesting.
Oh gosh, I don't know if anything is interesting. Let me think.
You've had time. I've asked this question to everybody.
I know, and this is like the only one that I didn't really know the answer.
So
to.
you've tried to come up with something, and you
something. Yeah, I don't. You're gonna have to.
There's a million things. Okay, so you're gonna.
There?
Of course, Sydney.
I don't know.
I mean, okay, did you? I can sit there and go on and on about things that I'm sure you don't know about me. For instance, did you know that I fractured my hip, pelvic bone, and got a concussion skateboarding on a half pipe?
I did not know that.
Yeah. And had to be mercy flighted from Springville to South Buffalo Mercy Hospital.
That's wild. Oh, I have one.
Okay.
It's really random.
Okay. Well, my skateboard accident was pretty random too. So
Okay. So, do you know the song "Fire Burning" by Sean Kingston?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to sing it, so don't ask me to. But I sat next to Sean Kingston on the airplane, and that was my favorite song at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you flying to
Florida.
and from? So
Buffalo to Florida.
And is he from here?
No, I have no idea why he was in Buffalo.
And you sat next to him. And did you talk to him?
No, I was too scared.
Really? That's hilarious.
I know.
When you look back at it, do you wish you would have?
No, because I watch a lot of celebrity interviews, and they get so mad when people bother them in everyday things. When you travel, you just want to
chill.
Just go.
I don't like talking on a plane.
Like if it was a meet and greet, that's so different. They signed up for that.
Right.
But I just get nervous. I'll get yelled at or something.
What did he do?
What do you mean?
Was he looking at his laptop?
Oh, he was just sitting there listening to music.
What was he?
He had big headphones on. I remember that.
Do you know what he was listening to?
Sunglasses on. That's also how I knew. No, I don't know what he was.
You couldn't hear. No. Nice. Did he seem nice?
I don't know. I was like 15, 14 at the time.
Were you freaking out the entire flight?
Yeah. I was with my mom or my dad. I was with one of them. I think my mom.
Did they know?
My mom is so, I don't know what it is with her, but she just doesn't find it like amusing to see famous people.
I don't either.
Of course. But I just like, I don't know, I get so starstruck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell you of something really interesting. I was sitting at a table at a restaurant in Los Angeles. And this is how not starstruck I am. I'm sitting in literally the distance you and I are from each other, but maybe 5 feet to the left. I look over, and sitting at a table by himself was Jay-Z. And cool. I look over at him, and we made eye contact, and he goes, "How you doing, man?" And I said, "Oh, hi." And I turned around and started talking to Ronnie, and she couldn't talk.
This is in Buffalo?
No, this was in Los Angeles.
Oh,
at a restaurant.
Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I saw Bon Jovi in France.
Did you?
That was a cool one. But I was also like 5, so I didn't really know who he was.
Oh. Well, but the
point. Do you remember Jennifer Schoenfeld?
Yes.
Yeah, she was like freaking out, and my parents were like, "You need to calm down. Like, this is so embarrassing."
Yeah, I don't get that excited. I've seen many. Strangely, I run into those kind of people.
Yeah, I feel like I don't, so that's why when I do see someone, I freak out.
Really?
Yeah.
The only time I was ever really starstruck is I was at a clothing trade show, and in the middle, it was at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and in the middle of the convention center was a gigantic half pipe, and Tony Hawk was skateboarding on it, and I didn't know it was him. I was just watching this guy skateboard. I'm like, well, this guy's pretty good. And he gets off, he finishes, and he walks like right in front of me. And I looked at his face, and I'm like, oh my God. Like I think I almost passed out. Like I was just so, I don't know. I never get that way. I mean, I've seen a number of people, but that was the one moment I was pretty darn starstruck.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why. I mean, he's not like my favorite skateboarder or anything. I just thought
but that's like do with you. Like that's something that it's like like you like skateboarding.
Right.
So I guess it makes sense. I don't know.
All right. So Sydney, to go a little off the topic, tell me about your siblings. Give me the lowdown on them. Not just who they are, but like kind of what are they like?
Okay, so Ava is 20.
You're older than her.
Yeah,
you're the
22.
Oldest. Okay.
So Ava's 20. She's at Fairfield University in Connecticut.
You don't have to give that much detail.
Okay.
She's in college.
She's in college.
Yeah.
She is definitely I don't know how to say this.
Without offending her when she watches this?
She's definitely she's the sassiest, I'd say.
That's a good way to describe it.
You wouldn't want to step on her toes.
Mm-hmm.
She would mentally destroy you.
Are you a little afraid of her?
I feel like everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and dad as well? To a degree?
No, I don't think my mom's scared of anyone.
No, I don't think so.
But they definitely have the same kind of personality, I'd say.
Your mom and Ava?
Yeah, they're both stubborn. Both always want like the last word, that type of thing.
Gotcha.
Annabelle's also in college. She's 18.
Mm-hmm.
She is the most outspoken, craziest person I know. She's very outgoing. She's very fun.
When you say outspoken,
she'll just say like anything that comes.
She doesn't care.
Does not care at all. Positive, negative, just more positive things she has to say.
I would say that's a trait that she shares with your mom.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
So your mom's got all the traits.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes. My dad has the laid back trait.
Right.
And then there's Joey. He's 11. He's at Narden.
Mm-hmm.
And he is also very outgoing. Wants to be a pro golfer right now.
Really?
So he has been traveling pretty much all around.
Competing in
these tournaments.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's been doing really, really well.
Good.
So he's been in Florida, Georgia, Long Island, Boston, and he's been placing in all of them.
Wow.
And these kids are about 2-3 years older than him, so he's doing really well.
Good. And he takes it very seriously?
So seriously. And it's cute because my dad's a golfer, so I think that's how he picked it up, because it's the 2 boys and then the 4 girls, so it's something they can do together.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you say right now he's as good as your dad?
He's better than my dad.
Really?
Yeah, like way better.
Your dad's decent. Yes.
I know, but I mean, my dad's friends asked Joey to golf with them.
Before your dad?
Before my dad.
Nice.
It's really cute. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I didn't know that about Joey. Good stuff. He's such a great kid, too.
He is. He's very polite.
He is. Would you say that's the Narden influence, or?
Yeah, I think so.
I say that because my kids go there, and I just think that the amount of thank yous and pleases and things like that has been kind of surprising.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know what they do exactly, but I feel as though every kid that comes out of there is,
they're confident to talk to you.
Yeah.
And they're polite. That's what I get from that.
For sure.
That's a good thing. So, okay. What do you want to know about me? You don't. I mean, you know me, but there's
Where is your favorite place ever that you've ever been to?
My favorite place. I would say a tie between Maui and Florence, Italy. Love those 2 places. Yeah. And I've gone back to both multiple times.
Those are nice places.
So, have you been to Maui?
I have.
Like it?
Yeah, I love it. We actually, one of the coolest things we did there was we took a helicopter over the island.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really cool. And they took us to see all the hidden waterfalls.
It's beautiful.
So it was really cool.
Very relaxing. What I liked about Maui is most of my travel is not done for relaxation. When you go to Maui, you have no choice.
Yeah.
But to relax. Except for if you do that, which I don't recommend to anybody, that road to Hana. Like, everybody does that. And if somebody asked me what you do when you go there, I'd say, don't do that. Did you guys do it?
No.
It's so stressful. It's this 1-lane road up the mountain, and there's turns.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
And so you're coming up to the turn, and you don't know if a car is going to be coming around the corner. It's just...
That stresses me out. That's how it was in Florence, though, all the roads, when you're going up.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all like, I don't know, I get stressed out even driving here, so.
Right. No, but I love it. I mean, so the first time we went was on our honeymoon. We did a couple of those things. And then we went back because I said, I just want to go there and relax. And we just did. It was just so nice.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is I'd go more off. It's just so far away. I feel like flying to Maui felt like it was longer than flying to Europe.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just so far, But I love Florence. I love, for many reasons. Number one being probably a tie between the food and the shopping.
The food is good.
Oh.
I love pasta.
I know.
It's really good there.
It really is.
I know.
The pizzas are incredible. And the thing that I loved the most about it was so good. It was relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, that's what I also love about Europe too, is everything
It's
is
not
so much better for less.
right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, even like shopping, I found this store called Scout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I would describe it. It's kind of like what the Gap used to be meets maybe like one of those skate shops.
Okay.
And if you know me, you wouldn't think that would be interesting to me at all. But they have the best T-shirts, the best hoodies, the best chinos. They're all made in Italy. I shouldn't say all, but
yeah.
most of what I saw, they're made in Italy, and they're really inexpensive. It was awesome. Love it. In fact, when I go there, I buy a few things for myself, and Mark, who I just interviewed, I always buy him a couple of things because it's just nice stuff. And, you know, I wish I had access to it. I'd be there all the time buying my basics. You know, and interestingly enough, the basic T-shirts that I buy here probably quadruple the price and of equal quality, fit, blah, blah, blah. So I'm with you on that. The value is pretty awesome. So what's your favorite place?
I would say Portugal, Lisbon, Portugal.
Why?
I don't know. Me and my boyfriend actually went last summer, and we went to Lagos.
You have a boyfriend?
Oh, here we go. I should have said that.
Really?
Yes.
I already knew that.
I know. But we went to Lagos, and it's all beaches, which was really cool. And I mean, like I said, everything is so laid back, so inexpensive, but so good.
Food's good.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just, everyone's always so happy, I feel like.
How's the people watching there?
It was good. I feel as though nothing crazy.
Right.
Everyone was pretty normal.
In a way, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, the going out scene is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're like drinking until 5 a.m.
Right.
It's just a lot.
Of course, you don't do that.
No, I couldn't last until 5 a.m.
Right. Right.
It's a long time.
And you wouldn't say it anyway because your mom's going to watch this probably.
Okay, my mom knows I've had some wild nights.
Okay.
So she's not completely shocked to hear that.
Right.
But yeah.
No, I'm sure she's not. How's the shopping there?
It was good.
Florence good?
Yeah. Did we shop? Yeah, we went shopping in Florence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get some good stuff there. My mom loves that there's no tax. She gets it back. So
definitely.
It's good for us.
So that's your favorite place?
Yeah.
Do you have a second favorite?
I love California so much.
Me too.
We always go to Laguna or Santa Monica.
What do you like better, Laguna or Santa Monica?
I would say Santa Monica maybe.
Why?
We always stay at Shutters.
Beautiful.
And it's just a nice home base there. It's so relaxing. And then everything's pretty close.
Right.
I mean, there's shopping, the restaurants. We go into
the promenade.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just everything's around there. I mean, I love it there.
I've never been to Laguna. What do you like about that?
It's more just waking up every day, going to the beach,
just
chilling,
and
then going out to dinner.
How's the shopping there?
Not that good.
Not
there.
the same as Santa Monica.
Right? There was one shopping mall like across the hotel that we stay at, and it's just stuff you can get at the Galleria basically. So it's like, why?
Right. What is your favorite store to shop at in the world?
Can it be online?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'd probably say Revolve.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And you like that better than any like store that you could walk into?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Revolve just has every single thing I could possibly want in one page.
Gotcha.
Like everything. And it's free shipping, 2 days.
Nice.
So it's like right at my door.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What's your favorite thing in research and design right now?
Probably Aloe.
The brand?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love the camel biker shorts. I really want to buy a pair of those. Also, I love the jeans, but they never fit my legs.
Length?
Yeah. So that's an issue.
What, do you own any jeans from research and design?
I do.
What brand?
A Goldie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And they fit you?
It's like hit or miss with that brand.
Some are long enough.
Some are long enough, and then others are just like capris, but not like a cute capri.
Like you have your little sister's jeans.
Like it looks like they got shrunk in the wash.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. What's your go-to fit? Like, what would you say? Describe what you wear the most.
I wear jeans like every day. Mm-hmm. I love jeans. And I love a good blazer, with just like a tank top or a t-shirt. And I love leather jackets. I have like one leather jacket I just wear to death.
And you don't really wear athletic apparel, like casually. You wear athletic apparel more to work out.
No, I would say I don't really work out, but.
Did you just say that?
Okay, I'll go through like phases. So
your parents are kind of in the fitness business,
I know. I eat really well though, so that evens
plus.
out.
Yeah.
But no, like I'll wear biker shorts and like t-shirts or
in the summer.
Yeah, I guess in the winter.
But you're not really throwing on a pair of aloe leggings and.
Well, I have that aloe jumpsuit that I got from Research and Design, the sweatpants and matching
sort of like,
sweatshirt that's like ribbed kind of.
Right.
Yeah, I wear that like all the time. So I mean, I wear more sweatpants in the winter than leggings, I would say.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. What questions do you have of me?
Can it be about research and design?
It could be about anything.
I'd say, what's one thing that you would change about research and design?
If I could have it my way, I would want to make sure that every person that walks through the door can become our friends before they leave. And that's something that we actively do. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't always happen that way. Like sometimes it's like so busy you don't have the time to, have a conversation with somebody. Even though you try, it's like, you're helping 3 or 4 different people at a time. You don't have time to be like, hey, how are the kids? Or where are you coming from? Because I love asking that question. People come in. I'm always interested to see if they drove from a distance to see us. And we don't get to ask those questions when, it's either too busy or I would say that in regards to that, Mark's really the best at it. So I wish everybody was as good as Mark at making friends. Everybody's good at it. Yeah. Everybody's really good at that, but Mark is just so good at it. And people just love him.
Have you ever tried to talk to someone, they just shut you down completely?
Oh, yeah. But that's just a challenge. Yes. They shut me down completely, but generally, I have to say, before they walk out the door, we're buddies, And I think that's what's great about. So to answer your question, I just wish that could happen every single time somebody walked through the door. And I'd say we're very, very good at that. We've really made lifelong friends.
Yeah.
What we do, but I'd like to. It would just make me happy if we did it with everybody. It's good because I like making friends, and most of us like making friends. It's also very good for our business. I mean, people want to shop with their friends, so it's not just something that we enjoy doing. It's a strategy. So hopefully that and I think in what you're doing, if you simply do that, you're going to do well. If you're going to make these people your friends and. And I think what's really important about that is when you have a friend, you do things for your friends.
Yeah.
You're nice to them. You bring, friendships are about value, Like, how long do you have a friend that, like, really brings nothing to the table? Not that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Friends bring value to each other. So I guess it's, kind of a more specific way to put that. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, but I love that question.
Thank you.
It's a very, and I think about, what I really love about that is that I think about that every minute, like literally every minute.
Yeah.
You might find this interesting. When I'm in the store, I actually get very fixated on that. Like somebody will come in, a customer will come in, and oftentimes I'm not really in the store specifically to help customers that day. I'll come in because I have something to do or to say hi, check on things. There's many times that I am in there specifically to help customers, busy times, holidays, blah, blah, blah. When I walk in there and I'm not specifically there for that, I really get fixated on how good of a job the staff is doing in making friends with people. Yeah. And you'll notice, I'm sure you've seen this before. I'll walk in, say it's during the winter and I have a coat on. I'll walk in, somebody will come in. The staff starts interacting with them a little bit. And in my brain, I'm like, okay, I can make friends with this person quicker and better. And I take my coat off and throw it up on the counter and go talk to that person.
Yeah, I noticed it during the barn day sale too.
Yeah, I really get fixated on it.
It's not a bad thing.
No, I think it's a great thing because I'm not doing something that I don't like. I really love to do that. But what's tricky about it is the people that are in there do a great job of it. So sometimes I feel like, they think I don't think they're doing as good of a job at it as I am. So that's what makes it a little bit tricky. So, but it's funny because when I go to take the jacket off, I know everybody knows what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. And they know that I get kind of obsessed with that kind of thing. So anyway, so August you're going to New York City.
Hopefully.
And you're going to build your career and future.
Yep.
What percentage of you going is to build career and future, and what percentage is it because your boyfriend's there? Truth.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I never really thought about it like that. I'd say...
This doesn't have to be 100% accurate.
I know.
Just the first thing that comes to your head.
I would say I need a job regardless, no matter where I am, to build my future. I guess the location is probably, maybe 30%.
Let me ask the question. 30% what?
I'm going for just him.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's ask that question from a different direction.
Okay.
If he lived here, would you be going there in August?
I think so. But then I think he would try and find a job too there.
But what if he 100% was not going there and he was here?
I think I would still go. I've always wanted to go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really scared of a long distance relationship.
Ooh, I didn't ask that question.
But
thanks for the information.
I'm just saying if he was here and I was there, that wouldn't really matter to
me. Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good that you answered. You answered that question in a way that I didn't trip you up.
Were you trying to trip me up?
Hell yeah. Because if you say 30% and then you said to me, if he was not there and he was going to be here and you said that you wouldn't go, then 30% is inaccurate.
Yeah.
Right? That's good.
Well, I have my mind made up.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And you think you'll be back eventually.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The city's a lot to handle, especially for X amount of years.
Is this going to be do you feel like it's going to be a long-term thing that you live here? So you go there, do what you need to do there, and then come back and you think you'll be long-term in Buffalo, Western New York?
I already know for a fact that I want to live my full life in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah?
I definitely want to help my dad and mom out with the gyms.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then...
in some capacity.
Yeah. Even obviously they'll oversee everything, but even if I was just like a manager at one gym, just to oversee one and help them that way, I would do that. And also I'll still have my license in Buffalo.
Sure.
So I could sell real estate too in
Do
Buffalo.
multiple things. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine like being anywhere else
long term
than Buffalo.
Why do you say that?
I just think it's a really good place to have like a family.
It is.
It's just everyone knows each other. I like that the businesses are usually local. Just feel like it's a safe place almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you like being around your family too, right?
Yeah, that's also a plus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, would you say that, like, if you talk to your circle of friends, how many of them, or what percentage of them do you think want to be here long term?
I would say close to 100.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know all of my friends are on the same page as me as of right now, that we're all moving away for 5-6 years.
Right.
And then everyone wants to come home and have a family here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is actually a big surprise to me. I would have guessed 20%
really?
would say that.
I don't know. Since high school, that's what everyone always has said in my friend group.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's just my friends that are thinking that. I mean, I know there's some people that want to just leave Buffalo and never come back.
Right.
Yeah.
And I kind of hear a lot of that.
Yeah, so do I.
Would you say that if you asked Ava's friends, they all want to leave and never come back? Or do you think...
Yeah, I don't...
do you guys share friends?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my friends are more willing to stay in Buffalo than hers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you think you just might gravitate towards that type of person?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think Ava also does want to come back to Buffalo also. So.
Nice.
We'll see.
Annabelle too?
I don't know. She's a wild card. Right. She's all over the place.
Gotcha. And Joey wants to be a pro golfer, so he wants the world to be.
He wants to live in Florida.
He does?
Yeah.
In golf.
In golf.
Every day.
All day.
Nice. Man, that is great.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't know. Does he like any other sport?
He plays every sport known to man. Right now he's playing squash, golf obviously, flag football at school. There's some program after school. Mm-hmm. And then what else is there? Baseball he's doing. He's really good at baseball too, but he hates baseball.
But he's good at it.
He's so good.
Gotcha.
I think that's all as of right now.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I have. Anything else you want to add, or any other things you want to know?
Not that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come to me after I press stop.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So, other than you wanting to rule the world, that's about it. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice. With your boyfriend.
Of course.
Yeah. What's his first name?
Matthew.
I haven't met him, I don't think.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, I'd like to meet him.
Carly and Casey just met him.
I heard.
Yeah.
They liked him.
That's good.
Oh, wow. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you. Great interview. Thanks for telling me a couple things that I didn't know.
You're welcome.
And then, I definitely want to interview you again, see where you're at.
I'll be here.
We'll look at, how your progress is. If, your soft date is going to, hold true. I'll be the thing I'm most interested in is if your mind changes about coming back here long term. I think it's interesting. That can happen. You know what I mean? Sometimes you never know what's going to happen. You could go and be back in a week. You know what I mean?
I know.
But that's not going to happen because you're going to have a lease.
Yeah. So probably I'll have to be there definitely 2 years.
At least, yes. Yeah, exactly. So,
But
but no, it'd be good for you. It'd be very good for you. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sydney. It was a pleasure. Hopefully, I didn't terrorize you too badly.
No, you were good.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.